Susan Axelrod here, the Confidence Coach. Welcome to the Confidence Zone. Is selfness selfish in business? Selfness is one of those words that I created and started using many years ago when I started to put a capital S on the word self. Decades ago, as I began my personal transformation journey, I call it my enlightenment journey, which means my journey to the light from the darkness of depression or anxiety. I learned about self-love, which I used to mock, and self-care, which I had no idea how to define. And as I worked in a very committed way to become a healthier and more emotionally sturdy and emotionally healthy person, I began to look at, view with curiosity, and eventually embrace myself. So along the journey of transformation to selfness, there is some selfishness because you have to make yourself a priority. You have to raise yourself up instead of suppressing or depressing yourself down and putting everyone else over you. This is not easy to do. And please know, if you're a young parent of young children, I'm not talking to you. Honestly, I didn't do it then. I didn't do it well then. I didn't know how to do it well, how to do it then. And so I'm not trying to impose anything on you that's really ridiculous. Now, I do work with clients who are parents of young children. And when you work personally with me week after week after week in a dedicated way to your selfness in a healthy and whole way, then we can figure out strategies, offering tools to support you to do this. But it's really hard to do on your own without therapy or coaching. If you're a little bit older, more settled, your children, if you have children, are more independent, or if you don't have your birth children, your career is more settled and you're effective in your career, you begin to look out ahead and have a sense that you could have more time for yourself and more time to care for yourself, etc. So if we could learn this in school, it wouldn't be like this, but we don't learn this in school. Quite the contrary. All selfness is taken away when we are younger. So we sit down and be quiet and be good in school in the model of the educational system that we still have. Selfness might begin to come to you when you're 50. I'm way past 50. I'm so far past 50. I can't even believe how far I am past 50. But before I turned 50, I couldn't even imagine being that old. And so now I'm here to say there's still time past 50. So if your life is such that yourself is suppressed by all the choices you've made in your life and everything that you have going on in your life, love yourself more, settle down, there's time. In business, some level of selfness is required. So in my executive coaching work that I am now doing with young professionals who are executives or director level people, growing career professionals in their industries, they work with me on this very thing to understand what selfness is in not an arrogant way, but an intuitive, supportive, growth-oriented way. This is what I wanted to bring to your attention today. Selfness is not selfish, not personally, and not in business. When you have a selfness orientation, if you're in business, then you want to be doing better. You want to be doing the best you can. You're motivated and you have ambition to be the best self that you can be. And when you're the best self that you can be, you progress in business. When your selfness, sense of self, is down here, subjugated, suppressed, depressed, then it's hard to really rise and be productive and excellent in business. So selfness is not selfish in business. If you are the executive, if you're the lead, if you're the director, if you're the boss, if you're the supervisor, and you're hearing me, I urge you to understand what I'm saying and to actually speak to your young professionals or anybody on your team about what selfness is. Selfness is a cultivated, healthy, well, emotionally stable sense of self. I call this under the surface. And if you don't have things that you're hiding and denying and avoiding and lying about to yourself under the surface, then your sense of selfness rises. And when your sense of selfness rises, then what do they say? A rising tide lifts all ships. And that's what you have the opportunity to do, either for yourself, if you cultivate your own sense of self, or if you are that team lead and you're watching this video, then I encourage you to understand what I'm saying. The old days of suppressing the other, the old days of depressing the sense of, personal identity and creative autonomy in the human, those days are gone. If you're still doing that, you're not doing well. Call me. I can help you with that. But if rather you open up with like an open-minded growth mindset way of being for your team in your business, then your people will start rising. And when your people are rising, you rise higher. So is selfness selfish in business? No, it's not. It's awesome. I encourage you to consider what I'm saying here. And if you don't understand what I'm talking about, please contact me directly. Let's talk about this, because this is going to be game changing in your business if you understand what I'm saying here today. Contact me. I'm available to speak with you about this. You can get in touch with me at my website, whatwillyourlegacybe.com, or you can PM me on whatever platform you're seeing this video. I'd love to hear from you. This topic couldn't be more important exactly right now. Okay, friends, that's it for today in the Confidence Zone. See you again.